about winning? How does it feel? I mean, you got to get that sort of feeling back, I suppose.
Yeah, it's always a great feeling, isn't it, when you're winning? And tonight was, even better because it was such a tough game tonight. And the boys stuck to the way we wanted to play, and they've really dug in and grinded out a 1-0 result in the end. So very happy for the playing group. They have worked extremely hard the last few weeks, even though we haven't got the results we wanted. They've stuck to their task, and tonight we got the 3 points.
I thought the goal was the best team goal I've seen this season. How did you see it?
Yeah, look, it was we finally got one. That's our highlight at the time. It was getting a little bit frustrated because they came and defended very well, made it very difficult for us, and as you said, we had some good moments. And we just didn't have, I suppose it's been the story since I've been here, that at times we just don't reward ourselves when we're playing well. And to get that goal right on half-time, it was great. So the boys came in, with that belief in that what we were doing was correct.
Now, you haven't got much time. I think their game's still on Tuesday against Sydney.
Yeah, hopefully. They have so much rain over there at the moment. You'd hope, hopefully their game goes ahead tomorrow, so they aren't as fresh for Tuesday night, because that's going to be a big game, Tuesday night. Sydney, they've been one of the benchmark teams for the last, 5-6 years, so it's going to be, take all of our effort to get the points in.
Do you think this could be finals sort of defining for you? I mean, if you get the 3 points, you're home. If you don't, you're still in the back.
Look, I've always said, when we looked at our run, how many home games we finished the season with, that it's in our hands. And we haven't had the best record at home this year. I think our away record is a little bit better than our home record. So that's why it's even more pleasing tonight to get the 3 points, because we've dropped quite a few points at home this year. So it's something that we need to show that spirit that we did again tonight for those last 3 games at home.
So who's going to come back?
Yeah, so we got a few coming back out of COVID. So Ryan Kiddo, Bernardo, and George Blackwood, they're all back available for the game. Whether Yako is back as well, we're not sure yet. We'll wait and see how he pulls up. But and then after the Easter break, because after the Sydney game, we got a big break, which will allow us to freshen our players up and have a really crack at the the top 4 in the last 3 games.
Obviously, depth at centre back tested the last few weeks. Was there anything wrong with George tonight, George Timothy, or just...
Oh yeah, look, he had a personal thing that he needed to attend to. So we wish him all the best, and hopefully it all went well.
Sure. And in regards to Alex coming straight back in, obviously another good performance defensively, but for me, he's very impressed going forward. Confidence to carry the ball forward. I know there was a couple of times when you maybe told him a pass could have been somewhere else, but for such a young lad, a couple of games under his belt, to have that confidence to come forward. There was a little dink over the top to Craig in the first half, and his diagonal balls. Were you pretty happy with his performance?
Yeah, I suppose I'm fortunate that I've known Alex and coached Alex for a long time, so I know what his strengths are, and I have great belief in him. That's why he's here playing, and he's shown again tonight. I don't know whether it's a coincidence or not, but we've had 2 clean sheets when he's played at the back. He is a out-and-out, first of all, defender. That's his great strength. He knows how to defend, and he puts himself on the line, and he also has good composure on the ball. So he's got a long way to go, and I believe he can go a long way in this game.
Just one more, Carl. Mohammed, I heard a whisper, I think, on the broadcast, he could be finished for the season. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We're still weighing up whether he's going to have surgery or not. If he has surgery, he's gone for the whole season. But if he doesn't have surgery, it's still 6 to 8 weeks. So it's quite a bad injury. So we're just maybe have another chat with the surgeon. A surgeon, it's recommended surgery. It's just a matter of whether we go down that path or not. So that's something that Mo has to work out, and it's also there's no secrets. Mo's moving on next year, so I'm sure his club that he's moving to would want to have a say in that as well.
Do the refs get back to you after your comments after the game? Do they actually speak to you about?
Yeah, I have a meeting this week coming up with them. So as I said, I thought last week when I spoke to the referee at half time about the Mo incident, and he laughed at me, which I found a little bit disrespectful last week. But they want us to respect them. But I think it goes both ways. And I still, when I still look at that video, I still can't believe how it happened, and they didn't do anything about it.
There was a period around the hour mark, I think. Craig and Josh, there was probably 3 or 4 times when they were linking up and combining crosses into the box. Was that deliberate using that side, or was it just the way the match was?
Yeah, we wanted to attack more that side. That was the side that Davila was defending on. So we wanted him to work a lot harder, because when he's having to chase back and do that work, he's not as doesn't have the freshness to hurt you when he goes forward, because he's such a quality player when he has the ball and he's running at people. So we wanted to make sure that we attacked down his side more than the other side, to try and tire him out and take him into deeper areas than having him floating in that sort of half space where he normally does.
Have you asked the Hero if he's got any plans for the next few months after a bit of a break for next year?
Yeah, look, Hero, there's a good chance, he'll stay with us next year. I think he's been tremendous for us, and he's a great guy in the change room as well, which is very critical for us. The way that we want, we want to have good guys in the change room. He is certainly a top guy, and you see the way he plays and brings players into the game. He's a quality player.